Hey guys, Alex and Dad from 7th Hour Films back again with Doctor Who. The camera kind of makes it look like we're on the sun. I don't know why that is. We're like way overexposed today. I'm not. Well, I do have a new light bulb up top, and it's brighter than the old ones, but I don't think that should be causing it. It's just the lighting is a little off today, so we look a little blown out, but that's okay. Last time around, we had the snowmen. What was that one about?
Well, the Doctor came back to, I want to say, the Victorian era again, and of course ran into, snowmen that were being controlled by the Great Intelligence, and this is theoretically the first time he's met the Great Intelligence, but he's already actually met them twice later on.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, there's a young girl named Clara Oswald, who appears to be the same person who was in the Dalek episode, but perhaps is not, or perhaps is, we didn't know. But the fact is that she also died, just like she did in the first one. So there's this whole thing about who is Clara and what's going on with her.
Yeah, so yeah, that's basically where we left off in our unnumbered Christmas episode in the middle of the season. But yeah, the Doctor was still in mourning after losing Amy and Rory, and just didn't want to do anything, didn't want to go on adventures, but now he's been dragged out, and he's got a new TARDIS as well, new TARDIS set and everything,
and had the helpers back again. The I want to say lizard lady, she's a Silurian, and the Sontaran, but I forget his name.
Strax.
I wanted to say Drax, but that's
yeah.
Drax the Destroyer from Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's not too different from Drax, all things considered. So
He's a highly motivated potato warrior.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if it's on frame or not. Nobody mind. If it is on frame, then sorry. I started downloading a demo on my Switch 2 before we started, and it's taking longer than I thought, so I'm just keeping an eye on it over here. It'll finish up in a few minutes. So yeah. You got anything else before we get into this?
Well, the Jewel Box Theater move-in is complete. Now the contractors are working. I had auditions for the production I'm doing for Storyteller Theater here in Oklahoma City this weekend. And, as always, not enough men come out. I'm still looking for 2 more actors, but taking a break to do this.
Yeah, in the middle of his busyness trying to do his important work, I decided to interrupt him to watch Doctor Who. So
always a good time to watch Doctor Who.
I mean, it's good for relaxing, getting your mind off of things and just chilling for a little while. So we don't want too many gray hairs up there. So
turning gray every minute.
Yeah. So with that said, we might as well jump into what is now episode 6 of this season, even though it's technically the 7th episode of the season. So,
and I'm assuming it has to do with, I'm going to say, either a monastery or a cathedral, because it says the Bells of St. John.
I don't know. You guessed the snowman connection like really well last episode. I don't know if you got that. I don't know if you got that quite as close today.
Well, that simply when you think of snowmen, you don't think of snowmen that kids put together like they actually were doing there.
Oh, yeah.
I immediately thought of the Abominable Snowmen, which went back to the first Great Intelligence.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Bells of St. John, I got nothing here.
Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
Frere Jacques.
Wi-Fi. Wow, how perfect that I'm using Wi-Fi right now to download a Switch demo while we're watching this.
Danger. A bit like this.
The least suspicious thing you could find.
Click it.
You can escape your fate, and they won't be able to find you and suck your soul in. If you use today's sponsor, ExpressVPN. We're not sponsored, by the way. Also, just don't click on a Wi-Fi that's not written in your language, at least. Meanwhile,
Cumbria. 1207.
Wake the abbot! The bells of St. John are ringing.
Ah, well, I guess you're right. I don't remember enough of this episode, clearly.
They call him the Mad Monk, don't they?
They shouldn't. He's
The monk?
definitely not a monk.
Oh,
A monk.
but not
sorry
the
to
meddling
insult
monk.
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
Don't get your hopes up.
What chapter are you on? 10. 11 is the best. You'll cry your eyes out.
Artie.
That book by Amelia Williams. So Amy's still writing. That's a tiny laptop.
That is not supposed to happen.
The Bells of St. John.
The internet?
Yes, the internet. Why don't I have the internet?
It's 12:07.
I got 3:30. Am I phoning a different time zone?
Yeah, you really sort of are.
Eh,
Show up on the bell.
What a dreadful thing. Listen, where did you get this number?
Someone in the shop wrote it down. It's a helpline, isn't it? She said it's the best helpline out there. In the universe, she said.
What woman? Who was she?
I don't know. The woman in the shop. So, why isn't there
Thanks.
internet? Shouldn't it just sort of...
You have clicked on the Wi-Fi button, haven't you?
eh.
Is it an evil spirit?
It's a woman.
Oh, it's terrifying.
No. Running. 2.
There's number 2.
What did you say?
And that's number 3.
Shout. They made me type it wrong. It's throwing me out again. What do I do? How do I get back in?
No. No, don't do it. What have you done?
Hello? Yes. I hear you.
Well, she's better off than the rest of them.
Hello?
That's a sight.
Clara Oswald.
I'm never so fond of Alexei, but my conscience says we should probably kill him.
What a conscience.
Actually, he's about to go on holiday. Kill him when he gets back. Let's not be unreasonable.
Oh, thank you.
Didn't you want to speak to me?
Did you just hack me?
Because you changed your mind.
I hope I did.
Turn up the paranoia.
Eh.
Please, I just need to speak to you.
It is a bit disconcerting. Man in monk robes with the emo Peter hair from Spider-Man 3.
When you say mobile phone, why do you point at that blue box?
Because it's a surprisingly accurate description.
Okay. Are you a friend of Angie's?
I'm a friend of Angie's.
What are you doing upstairs?
I was upstairs.
Run, you clever girl.
Kick her. On the book.
Oops.
Spoonhead. Why is your wardrobe down there?
Doesn't know his name, but the fez is familiar.
Eh. Oh. New suit. You're missing something. A new bow tie. New TARDIS set, new suit.
Oh no, you don't.
Counter hack.
Oh no, you don't.
He's doing it one-handed and everything.
Biscuits.
Jammy Dodgers. At least finish it, dude. I just realized since the last time I watched this, now I'm older than Clara.
Did you just lick a leaf?
Make sure it's all good, you know?
What did I miss?
Oh, quite a lot. Actually, Angie called. She's going to stay over at Nina's. Apparently that's all completely fine and you shouldn't worry like you always do. For God's sake, get off her back. Also, your dad phoned, mainly about the government. He seems very cross with them. I've got several pages on that. I said I'd look into it. And assembled the quadricycle.
Assembled the what?
I found a disassembled quadricycle in the garage.
I don't think you did.
I invented the quadricycle.
Good job.
Are you seriously going to sit down there all night?
Yeah, I promise. I won't budge from this spot.
Well then, I'll have to come to you.
Hey?
Act naturally.
I like your house.
It isn't mine. I'm a friend of the family.
You look after the kids. Oh, yes, you're a governess, aren't you? Just like...
Just like what?
Just like...
You were 100 years ago.
Yeah.
I thought you probably would imagine that. Human souls trapped like flies in the World Wide Web.
Meh.
Stuck forever. Crying out for help.
Step into my parlor,
Isn't that
said the
basically
spider
Twitter?
to the fly.
It is Twitter.
You'll understand what's written there.
I bet I will. Look, what is that box anyway? Why have you got a box?
Clara.
Is it like a snogging booth?
Yeah.
Is that what you do? You bring a booth. There's such a thing as too keen.
The Wi-Fi is switching on the people.
They're all spoons.
UB box now.
Eh.
Yes, it's a spaceship. Yes, it's bigger on the inside. Now, I don't have time to talk about it.
Bigger on the inside. Actually bigger.
Eh.
We're gonna go back out there.
It moves. It's a spaceship. We flew away.
Away from the plane.
Not exactly.
Oh, they're doing some very clever cuts in there. Oh my god!
Tell me what is happening!
I'm the Doctor. I'm an alien from outer space. I'm 1,000 years old. I've got 2 hearts and I can't fly a plane. Can you? Oh, fine. Well,
Eh.
let's do it together.
You figure something out.
I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
Oh. Good job.
Okay. When are you going to explain to me what the hell is going on?
Breakfast.
What? I ain't waiting till breakfast.
It's a time machine. You never have to wait.
Meh.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, magic blue box. All donation.
There it is.
happening? Blue box, South Bank.
It just took them 8 hours.
Minutes ago.
Are we sure this time? Bell's Court was an embarrassment.
Meh. They've had a long night.
Ah, yes. Infamous scene of the Daleks.
Meh.
Why did we travel to the morning? What's the point in that?
Whoever's after us spent the whole night looking for us. Are you tired?
Yes?
Well, then imagine how they feel. They came the long way round.
She didn't get any sleep last night because of this.
Why'd you keep looking at me like that?
Sorry, no, it's nothing. It's just you're an Annie. Isn't that a bit, well, Victorian?
Victorian?
You're young. Shouldn't you be doing, with the young things, with young people?
What, you mean like you, for instance? Damn, boy.
No. I didn't. Shut up.
Oh, good they got Jenga in here.
I'm sure of it. Someone's hacking the webcams. All of them.
Why do you have webcams in your secret base?
But what would be the point?
Who's on Facebook?
They're all on Facebook.
Bebo, MySpace, Habbo.
Nobody's on MySpace. Let me just put that to rest.
Put your hands down.
Yeah, that's where they work. I guess it's not necessarily a secret base. A lot of people work there.
Found them.
The Shard. They're in the Shard, floor 65.
Floor 65.
Are you listening to me, Doctor? I found them.
I'm listening to you. You found them.
No. Ugh.
That's so creepy.
Yeah. It's a great effect.
A motorbike. It hardly seems like you.
I wrote this in the Anti-Grav Olympics 2074. You even hear the word anti-grav?
Seriously, you can do that.
Meh.
You can really actually do that?
Dear Lord.
Yeah. We're going up.
It's Batman.
Up. Double D, up.
You realise what would happen? Yes, those stupid bodies to go home to would be free. A tiny number. Most would simply die. They'd be released from a living hell.
You ridiculous man. Why did you even come here? Whatever for?
I didn't.
What?
I'm still in the cafe. I'm finishing my coffee.
You didn't think that part through. Oh, you fell for it, fool! Ah, but you can.
Do what she says.
Yay, we saved the internet.
You have no right to be in this office, and I am demanding that you leave at once.
This building is under unit's control.
What is
Unit?
a unit?
Unit are here. Friends of the Doctor, I presume.
Oh, old friends. Very old friends.
Oh.
Then I appear to have failed you, Great Intelligence.
How did I get here? Excuse me, where are the toilets?
Meh.
Toilets? I went to fix the toilets, the gents. How long have I been here?
Eh.
Where are my mum and daddy? They said they wouldn't be long. Are they coming back?
It was long. It was a long time.
Does this work?
Hey?
Is this actually what you do? Do you just crook your finger and people just jump in your snug box and fly away?
It is not a snog box.
Yeah.
Starting when?
That wasn't a leaf. That was page 1.
Tasted like a leaf to me. Alrighty.
All right. I mean, I love the obvious interaction and the setup between the two of them. But the Great Intelligence story did not seem to mesh with the previous story with the snowmen. I mean, it's, I don't know. I'm assuming that they're going to, in the next couple of episodes, tie this all back together again.
Well, I mean, it's been over 100 years since we last saw the Great Intelligence. In that time, he found Yetis and went to the London Underground and faced the Doctor again, and then came back. So it's all. We'll get more of that later. Okay. So, there will be more. Is basically establishing that the Great Intelligence is our, I say season long villain, but half season long villain, because we only have this half of season 7 left. So yeah, but it also sets up the big mystery box, which this is really when mystery boxes started getting big with Doctor Who, is who is Clara? That's the big one for right now. So she seems to just be a normal young woman, completely inept when it comes to technology, had to get a phone line from a woman in a shop and can barely sign into Wi-Fi, but
then she gets downloaded with a huge amount of computer technology.
Yeah.
So again, the obvious interaction between the two of them is what fuels this entire episode. It's just that the storyline of why these people are being uploaded doesn't really resolve itself. I mean,
the thing that they said was that the Great Intelligence is feasting on these human minds. He's using that to grow himself, basically. And it seems that this is just a part of a grander scheme that the Great Intelligence is cooking up. It's just we haven't seen what that is yet.
Because again, I don't recall this tying into what it did back in the Second Doctor's time.
It doesn't. The closest is last episode, we had that where he basically, the Great Intelligence was essentially feasting on Dr. Simeon. So he had 50 years with Dr. Simeon kind of mirroring him, but that allowed him to evolve. And so now, in 2013, it's trying to grow even further and further. So it was starting to feast on all those human minds, basically, that were downloaded onto the internet. So it's just a sort of small part of the overall plan for whatever he's doing. We don't know at this point. So,
and again, I realize I may be thinking too much about this, but I thought I heard them say, the ones who are recently downloaded can be, reloaded again, but the other ones, their bodies have died.
Yeah, there would have been, because there was a point where, like when he saved Clara, that she did kind of come back and started to breathe again. So at a point, I assume the bodies without a human mind, they just sort of die. So we didn't save everybody, and so there are just some human minds that are just gone now. But the most recent ones were able to come back, like Clara. So
yeah, I gotta say, this is not one of Stephen Moffat's best scripts.
Well, yeah,
and again, I'm sure this will all be ironed out over the next couple of episodes.
Well, it's such a weird stopgap because we had last episode to set all this up. We're setting up Clara, we're setting up the Great Intelligence, and then that ended, and then we did this, and it's like, okay, so what's this episode? The Bells of St. John. We have to set up Clara again and set up the Great Intelligence again, that he's still a threat in modern times now. So it's like it is this weird, like we kind of just watched two like season pilots at the same time, like just back to back, doing the exact same thing with the exact same actor that they have. That it's just like, here's Clara, played by Jenna Coleman. Isn't she a great, interesting character? Next episode. Here's Clara. She's an interesting character played by Jenna Coleman. Isn't that great? Thankfully, next episode, we're just going to move on. We finally got through an episode without Clara dying, basically. So...
And I'm guessing the Doctor went back to 1207 Cumbria like he was hiding out in Victorian times? So
they said he went there to contemplate what Clara told him when she died in the last episode. So I could try to go into the actual in-universe explanations of why the Doctor did that, or they just wanted to put him in, amongst robes or something. Or someone came up with the name, the Bells of St. John, and they were just like, let's run with that. It works. It's a St. John ambulance badge on the TARDIS. The bells are the phone. Sure. I don't know.
I've never noticed the ambulance thing before.
It comes and goes. It's not on this one, and this is the 13th Doctor's TARDIS, so it comes and goes. I think it may have been on the second Doctor's TARDIS, but sometimes when he gets a new TARDIS, sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. In fact, currently, the police telephone free for use of public sticker, or just panel, on his current TARDIS is white, but on the 13th Doctor's TARDIS here, it's black. And also technically opens from this side, whereas on his TARDIS it opens from this side. So they get the same general look of the TARDIS, but some things come and go.
Yeah.
So,
but and again, a couple of episodes back, I said that title does not. Yes, it is the bells that would theoretically ring if you needed to call for an ambulance. But to call this whole episode "The Bells of St. John" is very misleading.
Yeah, it's it sounds like they didn't have a name for the rest of the episode, and they were like, I don't know, Spoonheads. That doesn't really inspire a great episode. So they thought The Bells of St. John. That sounds interesting, and hopefully the rest of the episode is interesting enough to let it slide. So, of which, yeah, it's all right. It is fun. Them going on the plane and everything is fun, and him, using the motorcycle up the Shard is fun. But otherwise, it's like, yeah, that was good. I guess the main thing is re-establishing the Doctor and Clara.
Yeah.
So, of which that part is good. Although I do kind of agree with people that say we should have just kept Victoria and Clara. I think that would have been fine, and it could have worked out, but...
it makes me wonder, too, how much of that dialogue between Matt Smith and Jenna Coleman was improvised, because that was very snappy stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe. A lot of times a director will say, look, here, you know what the basic scene is? Just, I'll shoot 5 or 6 different versions of it, and we'll cobble together whatever we like.
Yeah. So, what do you think of his new outfit, though?
Didn't seem to me that much different from his old outfit.
Yeah, it's interesting because I like this outfit a little bit more, just the darker purple colors and everything. I will say, though, even though I like it more, the tweed jacket and everything is much more iconic. It's more what you think of when you think of the 11th Doctor. Yeah. So, but it's interesting. I mean, like getting a new TARDIS design, it shows that it's just we're moving to a different point in the 11th Doctor's life. So, in fact, this TARDIS set is actually my favorite TARDIS set. Mostly. It's technically not complete yet. We're going to get a slightly altered iteration of this TARDIS set a bit later, and then it's my overall favorite. But I just like the darker, it's a bit harsher, but it's the darker, more metallic look of it. I know a lot of people like the last one that he had, which is good, but it's, you know what it is? It's just a little too bright for me. I don't like bright things, as can probably be told just by looking at everything in the video right now. But yeah, I don't really like brightness that much, so that's probably why I enjoyed this TARDIS set more, and I enjoyed this suit more of his. But overall, I mean, it is still the same sort of vibe of the jacket, the bow tie, and everything. It's just a different color palette, basically. So,
yeah, and to me, the old tweed jacket was basically a visual representation of the fact that he's a very old man, very professorial, but in a young man's body.
Yeah,
and that kind of worked for me. So.
Yeah. Ironically, this takes on more of the Victorian angle. Yet now they're not in Victorian times. This he takes on more of an appearance of maybe almost like someone from a fairy tale or something. And it's interesting. I mean, I'm sure there are like 4-hour videos like going over every Doctor's like main outfit in depth and like what it says about their character and where they are. I'm sure people have a field day with the 6th Doctor's outfit, that whole conundrum that it was, but yeah, it's interesting, and I do think it also works for, it's like, with the tweed jacket, it's like, well, he's an old man trapped in a young man's body. Now, with this new jacket, it's like, well, it's almost like his age is catching up to him. So, I mean, at this point, Matt Smith should be in his late 20s. Probably, honestly, he was about my age when he did this season. And so it's kind of interesting, like when you actually go back to like season 5 and you look, he does look so much younger. Like I don't want to say like he's at the presidential effect, like he hasn't aged that much, but it's like it's interesting to see how he's actually changed over the course of these seasons. So but yeah, you got anything else?
I got nothing at the moment.
All right, well, that is the 3rd pilot episode we've watched this season. Next episode, we just move on to the next part of the story. We have to go pick up Clara at 7 a.m. So, But that is basically it. With all of that being said, we're Alex and Dad from 7th Hour Films, and we will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of our modern Doctor Who reactions, as well as another playlist with every Doctor Who video that's on the channel. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen as well as... you screwed me up? Sorry. There are links on screen. You've heard this 1,000 times, so just go click on some of those. So,